Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mongo Slade, and today we're going to talk about Rey Mysterio versus Baron Corbin from Smackdown, January the 15th, 2021. This match, I loved this. The match itself was fine. I loved the storytelling in this situation here because it took a classic big man, little man. They said Baron Corbin has 100 pounds on Rey, right? These people need to, and let me put this out there into the universe right now. Brian Cage versus Darby Allin. We all know that it took place on AEW Dynamite just a couple days before this match. Some people loved it, some people didn't. The very next night, NXT UK did Walter versus A-Kid. Walter is 291 pounds. A-Kid, 165 pounds. That match was fucking bliss. Okay? That match was fucking fantastic. Go watch it. And then the day after that, WWE does Baron Corbin versus Rey Mysterio. Both of those matches are better than Darby Allin versus Brian Cage. And they all told visibly the same story. But they were different. Okay? They were different. You know, Walter can teach a class on how to work people smaller than him by making them look credible, while also not making himself look less dominant, selling for them, but not selling too much. You know, knowing when to cut it off, when to cut off their comebacks, when to, you know, what moves to take, what moves not to take, how to make things look good, how to make things, put things together. These are the things that people who know how to work these David and Goliath matches that, you know, maybe AEW doesn't really understand. Okay? Rey Mysterio has been doing this his entire career. Almost every match he's in, even some of the cruiserweight matches, are David versus Goliath. He worked this match perfectly. He basically let Baron Corbin dominate it. And Baron Corbin dominated this match and jaw-jacked to Dominic. But this one was the cool thing. This match was just as much about Dominic outside the ring as it was about Rey inside the ring. Because you had Corey Graves outside the ring grilling Dominic. Just grilling him. You know, it was great. Like, they're using all of the pieces that they have. SmackDown is doing that much better than any other wrestling show. They are utilizing every piece of the show. So you've got Dominic in the ring talking about, oh, my dad, he's been doing this a long time. He knows how to wrestle guys bigger than him. And Corey Graves is like, but he's getting dominated. He's in there getting destroyed. What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and let it happen? And Dominic's like, I trust my dad. You know, like, my dad's been doing this. Like, he's, you know, he knows what he's doing. But he's getting destroyed. He's getting wrecked. What are you going to do? And then Baron Corbin would yell at Dominic. And he'd be like, you're going to let him talk to you like that? You're just going to let him bully you? And Dominic's like, look, I trust my dad. I'm not getting up there. I'm going to. And then Corey Graves is like, hey, if you're going to be a WWE superstar, you need to take care of yourself. You need to know how to protect yourself. You need to stand up for yourself. He's like, I understand. I know, but I trust my dad. This is my dad's business. I don't want to get in his business. So then, you know, Baron Corbin comes outside the ring. He jaw jacks with Dominic a little bit. Takes a cheap shot, knocks him down. You know, Dominic is like, okay, that's enough. You know, all the jaw jacking was, you know, he put his hands on me. He tries to get in the ring. Rey is like, no, man. Try to hold him back. And Dominic, you know, powders a little bit because Rey's there. And he turns around, catches the end of days, and gets pinned. And Rey is disappointed in Dominic. Because Dominic, and then Corey Graves outside the ring is like, you gotta control your emotions. Like, Dominic couldn't control his emotions. It was like he was egging him on this whole time, right? Keep telling him, like, you got to stand up for yourself. You just going to let him beat up your dad like that? And then when the match was over, and Dominic was the reason Rey lost. He's like, man, you got to learn how to control your emotions, kid. Like, damn, kid. You real reckless. You made a mistake. You're the reason your dad lost. So that was real fun. I really loved that. It was a fun match. It was a great story that they were telling. They were utilizing multiple pieces of the story. I like that they kept utilizing Baron Corbin. And what I mean by that is they kept talking about his accomplishments. They kept putting him over. They kept talking about him being a boxing Golden Gloves and former United States champion and all Money in the Bank winner. All these things people have forgotten that he did. They magically brought all this shit back up. And in the backstage segment, Dominic is talking to Rey and he's like, Papa, are you scared? You've been doing this for your whole life and now you're scared, you're backing down. And then Rey is like, no, you just can't go up against a guy the size of Baron Corbin with the accomplishments of Baron Corbin without a plan. You want to go against Baron Corbin? You got to come up with a plan. And I know just who to call. And I'm thinking to myself, we're about to get a secret surprise here that somebody is about to show back up. Now, who could it be? Who could it be? And we know that Rey, sometimes when Rey is in trouble with people who have fighting backgrounds, he sometimes calls like boxers and stuff. Like, I forget the name of that one boxer that showed up when Rey needed some help that one time. What was it, like No Way Out? I think it was. And he got that little boxer who had that fucking thing in his head. Like, his head was bald except for this one patch of hair that he had on his head. Hopefully it's not that guy. Could it be Cain Velasquez? Could it be Cain Velasquez returning? And that's really what I think it is. I think that it's going to be the return of Cain Velasquez. That we're going to bring back Cain Velasquez to handle this Baron Corbin problem. Because Baron Corbin is he's got the boxing Golden Gloves. He's a Money in the Bank winner. You're talking about all his accomplishments now. They're putting him over for a reason, right? They're putting him over. They're fattening him up for the slaughter. So could we be getting Baron Corbin versus Cain Velasquez? And I think that might be fun. That might be fun. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid. But why not? WWE released Cain Velasquez in 2020. I think he was injured still. I don't think they fired people because they're injured. I think he was cleared. They doesn't have anything for him to do. So it seems like they now might have something for Cain to do. Cain is bigger than Corbin, or at least the same size as Corbin. He's more legit than Corbin. So it seems like, okay, the Mysterio's not going to be able to beat Baron Corbin, which is weird because Rey can beat Baron Corbin and it looked credible. But they did a great job. They did the right thing. The big guy went over, right? The big guy went over. It was cheap because it wasn't clean, but Rey's a legend. He could take L's and just not that big of a problem. If you're trying to say, well, look, Dominic is not going to be, up to task to beating up Baron Corbin. Let Cain Velasquez do it. Why not? Call Cain Velasquez back. And since, Brock is gone, at least for the time being, he may be back one day. But you gotta have, and Fox probably would love that for Vince to go ahead and spend that money to bring back Cain Velasquez. And it'd be Cain Velasquez versus Baron Corbin, maybe at WrestleMania. Or maybe at the Royal Rumble. That would be fun too. So I'm interested. I love that they were putting over everybody involved. Dominic has these dreams of being the tag team champions with his dad, but this Baron Corbin problem just won't go away because Baron Corbin is a big old bad bully. And he keeps beating us up and pushing us around. But Rey's got friends. Rey's always got friends. He always got big friends too. So when I first heard he's like, I know just who to call, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna call Cain Velasquez coming back. I'm cool with that. Great for the Hispanic market. It would be great if he actually do something with Angel Garza and Lucha House Party and all those guys, but Cain Velasquez to do it. I'm sure they're bringing back a lot of people that they released anyway. They slowly but surely bringing some of those people back. So it might be pretty cool. What do you guys think about, the potential of bringing back Cain Velasquez to fight Baron Corbin, the Golden Gloves boxing champ? Spread the good word of 3 Count commentaries by basically introducing people to my videos, tell them about the channel, and use the hashtag 3 Count commentaries. Let them click that link and be able to find my videos. That'll be excellent. Send me money if you want me to do something specific. Thank you for your time and listening. Be sure to comment and sure to like. And I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah. Yeah.